we'll see the Houston Rockets taking on the Boston Celtics. Good morning, everyone, and TGIF to you and yours. We've got the NBA coming at you here on 2K Sports. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. We've got Drexler, and for the Celtics, we got Allen and Walker.
This Celtics team came away with 17 wins against the West last year. Solid numbers against a really tough conference.
So Rockets hit it. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I caught up with Coach Rick Adelman. I asked how they're planning to handle this dynamic offense, and his response was that they're going to concentrate their defensive attention on a few specific players. That'll leave it to someone else to step up and meet them, and he's not sure they've got the depth or the talent to do so, guys.
Thanks, Doris, for reacting to the offense they're seeing out there.
Yeah, you can watch all the film in the world, but adjustments have to be made, and those are made on the fly.
That record fight Boston had against the Western Eagles now is actually down 4 from your goal to Celtics.
Yeah, but across the board, they had a bit of a down year overall. Hard to stay around 60-plus wins like they did, so you can't really blame them for that.
And so it's the Celtics getting on board first. Number 12, covered by Wesley. Here's Drexler, and laying it in as that one falls through.
Nice bucket there. He isn't naturally quick, but he's deceptive. Kept the defense off balance and then took to the right.
Here's Walker. It falls short.
That's not something you'll see very often. Not the mid-range jumper you want it, but off target.
To the paint. Takes it up, and the bucket is good. Laid up and in from the assist.
That's a good look. Very nice look.
Here's Wesley. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball pass. Here's Fox. Off the mark with the throw. Rockets on offense. Number 12, covered by Wesley. Drexler outside. 4 seconds left. And Houston again with the bucket. Here's Wesley. Here's Dave. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so we reach the end of one. Rockets ahead. They lead by 4.
They're playing lockdown D, Kevin. As a coach, you can't ask for anything more.
The NBA here on 2K Sports. And it's been a tough game as the second quarter gets going. Here's Brown. Our dog got the Rockets at the forefront. He's a quantitative analysis, advanced formulas, and answers.
They were leading the way when it came to looking at percentages of where guys shoot from best and what opponents don't like to do with the ball, so they're on top of theirs.
That's the Boston 5. And here are Rockets. And Doris Burke has a report for us on the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Well, painful final loss for this Celtics team last season. 2 chances to finish off kickers. They were ahead in Game 7 for 3.5 quarters, but couldn't get the job done. Now the aging roster question becomes whether the Celtics have what it takes to make it run. Guys, we'll see what the season holds for them.
Well, I wouldn't cut much yet, Doris, thank you. And it's the Celtics with the ball. The Rockets making the shot. Looks to go from the wing. It's blocked. And the Celtics with the ball. 4-point game. 106 left in the half. Elijah back out. Williams picks him up. And that drops in off the glass for 2.
You can't let guys get so close to the hoop like that. You gotta bump them and jump them a little bit as they come through the paint. They can feel you.
Here's Walker. Hands it really close.
That's a nice finish in transition.
That's exactly how you run the break.
They get out of the position depending on how they play the clock. Here's Drexler. And Drexler throws it down hard. Just a sensational play. Here's our Sprite Slam Cam.
Oh, man, now that's nasty.
Here's Brown. Halfway for him. Tips it off. Here's Walker. Knocks it down from 19 feet. He's got 6.
In the first, he had trouble getting with inconsistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Number 12. And that's off as he tries to beat the hustle. And the first half is now in the books.
Look at what Drexler's done so far. He's got 6 points, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
Back here in just a moment here in Boston.
Welcome to the HP Halftime Report. I'm Damon Bruce. A great game going on out in Boston. The Rockets looking good at the midway point. They've been in an incredible rhythm offensively. If you're wondering why it's dark in the gym, they've shot the lights out. Clyde Drexler playing with confidence. After 2, he's got 6 points, getting things done on the defensive end too. And no shortage of desire from the Celtics side of things. They continue to dice up teams with passing fluid play. It's beautiful team basketball. A valuable contribution so far by Ray Allen. Lighting up that scoreboard, he's making it ring like a pinball machine. Some great basketball in today's action from these two as they've led the way in scoring for their teams. Thanks so much for being with us. Now let's get back to Boston as the third quarter gets underway.
Second half is beginning. It's been a close one. Neither team has been able to get an edge. Here's Weston. Still looking down the scoreboard. In regards to performance on home court for Boston, 24 wins in the regular season. The Celtics last year. Not bad, not great, not bad.
Not typical championship contending team, but they were so dominant the year before that it did seem like they let down considerably with those 24 wins at all.
So on more for Houston. They got Drexler. And yep, that falls. The foul is called. We'll see him shoot one from the free throw line. Clark, back to the Celtics at home. I'm sure fans will forgive them, though, after the way they played at home in the playoffs when they were really terrific.
Without question, Kevin. I mean, the way the Celtics have regrouped, the fans are extremely pleased. And you know what? They've had a fantastic playoff stretch because they found themselves healthy and fired up and focused.
And rested. And it's the Celtics with the ball. Here's Wesley. Blocked. Ray Allen, even his age, is still a shot to behold, and he takes that shot.
He really is. He's got one of the sweetest shots we've ever seen in the history of the game. As pretty a shot as we'll see. And not just because it looks good, it goes in, too.
No good, and they don't get the three-point play. Number 12, covered by Wesley. Puts the move on, and finished off by Drexler. So with Ray Allen, Clark, do you see him being that way for the next few years, a specialist?
You know, he's a better all-around player than people have given him credit for. And his shooting is so superb and so special. That's what draws most attention. But he's an all-around basketball player.
He switches those defenses, don't they, Jeff?
Yeah, he does.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Making a switch here with the Celtics. Here's Walker. 6 points for him. The alley-oop. Number 17 corrals the miss in time.
An ideal time to go 2 for 1. Every possession counts.
Here's Barkley. Misses the jam after setting up that look with the pump fake. And here's Boston. It's a 10-point game. Top of the key. Walker's shot is off. Here's Barkley. The line. Number 12. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line shoot 2. That free throw, no good. Good on the free throw. Here's Wesley. Shot, no good. We played the 3 in the double-digit game going on here.
Look at what Drexler has done so far. 10 points and 2 blocks. He's been putting it up, and it's been going down 100% from the floor.
Rockets lead by 11. And now let's send it to our side report for Strike Spark of the game.
Hi, Kevin. The spark in this game, the big push by the Rockets. They ran out to an early lead in the first quarter and haven't looked back, guys.
Great, Doris. That big scoring run being a difference maker, Clark, in this game.
Well, it often comes in spurts, Kevin. Spurtability is what I call it, and that's what happened today.
So it's Houston now. 11-point game. They got down. That's Boston 5. Here's Olajuwon. The shot is off, and the Celtics go the other way. Shot's good by Wesley.
It's a great look ahead, of course, to set up the easy, fast break finish.
Rockets lead by 9. Great anticipation. Number 11. Bullseye. So a two-step. They got by as many as 11 points. Tip.
The defense anticipated the kick out the whole time. Very little time left here. They have the ball. They're going to need big plays to pull this off.
Let's go with the three. Shot is off, and the Rockets going the other way now. 1 minute left to the fourth. Here's quickly, and that's good, laying it in. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Well, he's lighting it up. That surprises no one. This guy is just a dynamite scorer.
Allen for 3. That's good.
Kevin, that's not good. Defense can't be given players of his talent level look like that. Come on now.
The Rockets have a chance to put this one out of reach. And so they will intentionally foul. Making a switch here to the Celtics. Boston lead. They trail by 6. The 3. Kept alive. Here's Olajuwon, and he gets it to go. They call the foul. He'll get a chance to make it 3. And the Celtics making a change here. And he makes a free throw.
That'll do it, Kevin. Those last free throws will be icing on the cake.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're losing by 9. 29 seconds left in the game. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, the head coach for the Celtics had some instruction for his guys during that break. He challenged his team to step up in the final moments, saying, quote, if you want this game, go out there and take it. Nobody is going to give this to you. You have to earn it, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Making us switch here to the Celtics. And here are the Rockets. 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
A little too much body contact there. You have to stay in front of the ball handler by moving your feet, or you'll get tagged with that call every time.
That's his third personal foul. Third team foul. 2 shots. ABC.
No good on the first. And the Celtics making a change here. Sinks the second, and that will push the lead to double digits.
He didn't get them all, but I think he still put this game out of reach, Kevin.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're behind by 10. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Clark, what are your thoughts?
They're still trying to claw their way back into this game, but it's futile right now. It would take a couple of minutes to win this one.
And shots good by Walker.
Boy, the defense broke down right there. You can't lose track of the three-point shooting.
Walker grabs the rebound inside. Pulls up. It's blocked. So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this.
Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke and the whole crew, and Clark Alon, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan Brand player of the game.